Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are doing well, I hope you are all as pumped up as I am, and I'm sure about that. Why? Because today is the day. The day where Juventus, the black and white striped teams, will go back in the most prestigious competitions for club. The competition that is also called the cup with the big ears, also La Maledetta, the one that is actually not bringing a lot of good luck for Juventus because we know our history in that competition. Nevertheless, we will try again. We will try again today. We are going back in the competition where the beautiful song is doing the champions, the champions, the champions. Not only champions in the video today, because we'll speak about Mercato, Bremer and Hamed Traoré from Sassuolo. Yesterday, breaking news. We'll also speak about Serie A. We have a lot of things to say today in that video, so prepare yourself with a coffee, with water, with whatever you want. Don't forget to put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, and here we go after the intro. We start with the Italian papers because I'm sure that Juventus being in Champions League will do all the front pages or nearly all the front pages. We start with Gazzetta dello Sport, who is saying provaci ancora Max. Try it again, Max Allegri, because it's not the first time that our coach will play the competition. It's not the first time that our coach will be in the knockout stages. It's not the first time that Allegri wants to try to go as far as possible. He did it already 2 times with Juventus. We know how it ended, unfortunately, in final, but at least he did really well against all odds. And if we are speaking about odds, you will see that not a lot of people and media experts are giving Juventus winning today, so we will have to go for the surprise. Really strange that Juventus is the underdog in the halls of the Spanish team that won the last time the Europa League. What are they saying? They are speaking also about Del Piero that says with Vlahovic everything is possible, and then Cannavaro is saying I put my bets on De Ligt. Will De Ligt be able to score twice in a row after the goal in the derby versus Torino? Will he score in Champions League? We will see that in a few hours. Tuttosport, we know that they are focusing a lot on Juventus and they are putting Vlahovic with a fist in the air. Vlahovic, pensaci tu. Vlahovic, think about it. You have to solve it. Yesterday, Max Allegri said, don't put too much pressure on the kid. Today, Tuttosport, what are they doing? Pensaci tu. Think about it yourself. And they were there. They were present at the press conference of Allegri. I don't know, putting a pressure. I don't know, guys. Us is not putting a pressure. Absolutely not. It looks like they don't care at all. I was looking in all the Spanish front pages to understand what they were saying about Juve Villarreal. It's a Spanish team that is playing Champions League. Us is the only one with a really small text at the bottom saying El Villarreal se pone la piel de cordero. Emery, la Juventus es favorita, pero queremos que nuestros afición se sienta orgulloso del equipo. So Emery yesterday said in press conference, Juventus is favorite, at least one that is seeing Juventus favorite. And then he said, they are a big team, they know how to win, of course, but we want to give actually a big pride to our supporters. So humble Emery. Juve un esame da campioni. Juventus an exam of champions because we are champions. And here in that double page of Tuttosport, they are going towards a lot of different topics. The first one, Obiettivo Max, ritornare nei quarti. The objective of Max Allegri is go back to the quarterfinals, so beating Villarreal in the home and away game to go into that stage, because you remember last year versus Porto, we didn't do it. So we know that today we have an objective, go back in the last 8 best teams of Europe. That's the first one. Then he said yesterday in press conference, and we spoke about it during the live, we spoke a lot about it during the live, but he said pay attention because it will be the first time of Vlahovic in Champions League. He's a really important asset. He has a lot of skills. He's the player that we needed and that we were missing in that first part of the season. We all know that, and we will absolutely not change that, but it's the first time for him. He's a young player. Pay attention to the pressure that you are putting on him. We have to protect our our boy, because also for him, listening to that song in a Spanish stadium will also give him a lot of emotion. So pay attention to what we are doing with Vlahovic. But the first one for him, will he be able to equalize the record of Del Piero? First presence in Champions League, scoring immediately, yes or no? I have the feeling that today can be the Vlahovic night. Dusan da proteggere, Dusan to protect, esperimenti in difesa. We will go back to the tactical side, but there can be some experiments in the defensive phase, going for a 4-man defense towards a 3-man defense. Why? We will speak about that in a second. So we continue also with the lineups. So lineups with Szczesny in the goal, Danilo on the right, De Sciglio on the left. So Danilo, according to Sport, not as a center back. Why? Because Alexandro can be next to De Ligt. Why? I explain that in a second. Cuadrado on the right, Rabiot on the left, Arthur and Zakaria in the middle with Morata and Vlahovic up front. Yesterday Allegri said there will be 2 men sure to start up front. It's Morata and Vlahovic. He didn't speak about the third one. Can it be because there will be no third one? You will tell me, Beppe, it's a 4-4-2. We hate 4-4-2. Rabiot again on the wing. There is a tactical choice if this is the lineup, because we are not sure at the moment as we speak. Villarreal 4-4-2, and that's an important one. Pay attention to Pedraza, because inside Tuttosport they are speaking about Emery, who's saying it will be really difficult, a big game. We know how to attack, we know how to defend, but so do Juventus. They really understand that they can win the Champions League. It's a team that has the possibilities to go until the end of it, but pay attention because we love to fight versus the big teams. Yesterday Del Piero was there. Hopefully he jinxed it a bit with the yellow shirt of Villarreal. And now we go into the tactical phase where the difficulties of Villarreal are the same that Allegri said yesterday. He said it's a team that is playing a lot compact and they are not giving a lot of opportunities for other teams, for the opponents to attack them. What can be one of the opportunities? Because they are playing in a 4-4-2 really compact, it is actually going into the wings on the left, on the right. If you are super wide, we can do something, and that's where, according to Tuttosport, you can see the Max Allegri genius, going for a 4-4-2 with De Sciglio on the left instead of Alexandro, transforming when we have the ball in a 3-5-2 with De Sciglio super wide, Cuadrado super wide on the right, and actually going to the wings. That is a possibility how to beat Villarreal, guys. So let's see if Rabiot on paper will be on the wing and in the reality will actually be a 3-man midfield. That's a key moment of the game. As I told you, the odds are against Juventus. In Tuttosport, they are going towards a draw. And in One Football, they are speaking about banana split. Banana split because Juventus could slip versus Villarreal. They are saying that Villarreal can win 2-1 versus Juventus. The big surprise. Cuadrado, doppio traguardo, trascinare la Juve e firmare. It will be an important one for Cuadrado. He's actually taking the lead of Juventus today, because we know that a lot of players that are kind of captain are not there. Speaking about Bonucci, Dybala, Chiellini. So maybe Cuadrado will be the leader today, will be the captain, and will make a difference. Not like versus Torino, even if he was the man of the assist, but playing that wide, he can do something really beautiful. He can be the masterpiece of Allegri, the Joker, the Jolly, and then sign his extension. We spoke yesterday a lot about extensions. We continue, because I told you a lot of papers were putting Juventus on front page because of the importance of the game. Not Corriere dello Sport, of course, not Corriere dello Sport. Why? Because they are speaking about Napoli that was not able to win yesterday versus Cagliari. They were able to equalize in the last minute with Osimhen. And then are they speaking about Juventus a bit teeny below? They are giving the same space to Juventus Champions League with Vlahovic speaking about with Allegri speaking about Vlahovic to protect him. The same space as where they are speaking about Totti and Ilari, his wife, because apparently they have some problems in their couples and they are about to split themselves. So the same space, the same importance to Ilari and Totti and Vlahovic and Max. It is what it is, guys. What about Serie A? Because I told you we have to speak about it. Hey, Inter is not winning, guys. And if you are looking at the last season of Simone Inzaghi, since he was at Lazio, 5 seasons plus the last season with Inter, we see that in the second part of the season, he's collapsing. He's collapsing collapsing. 1.33 this season versus 2.42 in the beginning of the season. Crazy stats for Inzaghi. Will they win it or not? I always told you Milan would win it this season. So let's see. And then breaking news about yesterday evening. We spoke already about it in the live yesterday, but the 11 teams received already the documents, or they will receive the documents, because the investigations about plusvalenza, the profit. You remember Juventus being in all the front pages. We will be destroyed. We will be cancelled from planet Earth. We will not exist anymore. Send in Serie B, send in Serie C, because we made some deals with profits with young players, or Pjanic and Arthur, etc., etc. Investigation stopped, and Juventus will receive all the papers so that they can start preparing their defense. Pay attention, not only Juventus, but 11 teams. Juventus, Napoli, Sampdoria, Genoa, Empoli, Pescara, Pisa, Parma, Pro Vercelli, Chievo, and Novara. If you're asking yourself, but where is Inter? Inter, it's not solved. Inter, the thing is that the investigation are still continuing for Inter. So when Interista will tell you, look, again, Juventus, you can tell them, yeah, but wait for what will happen with Inter. Juventus said from their side, we have actually a clean mind. We know what to say, and we will defend ourselves. Now we speak about Mercato, guys. Bremer and Traoré. Hamed Traoré, yesterday breaking news. Why? Because they're speaking about Hamed Traoré, the player of Sassuolo that scored versus Juventus in Coppa Italia, that is doing actually some beautiful games. Hamed Traoré, 22 years old. He's actually a player that Sassuolo bought from Empoli. They bought him for 3 million, and then they had a redemption for 16 million. So they had actually a lot of money to spend on Traoré. They were not sure to do that transaction, but Juventus helped at that time. They gave them 1 million, like that. They gave them 1 million, and they said, you know, we will help you for this 3 million that you have to spend for Traoré. We give you 1 million, but the day that you sell him, we will have actually the option to buy him before every other team for 16 million for the money that you will spend on Traoré in total. So you will make a profit because you will have him for certain years. You will have the possibility to use him. But from the moment that he leaves Sassuolo, Juventus is first, and we will go on the player for that money. Guys, that can be a really great one. Why? Because he's a player that is 177, not that big, but he's able to play in the middle of the field a bit more offensively, and he can play on the left side as a left winger, offensive winger. Pay attention to Traoré. I would love to have him because he's a really great player from 22. Bremer, 24, not an old player at all. He's a player where at the moment a lot of teams are looking at. Milan is in pole position, but also Bayern Munich. But you have also Inter, Napoli, and Juventus. Juventus that is there, and they have a card to play. Mandragora, a Juventus owned player on loan at Torino. Hey, we can have some deal there. Mandragora to Torino, they don't pay us. We have an option for Bremer. Pay attention. I would love to have that player that showed really great progression this year. Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus are planning to play some friendlies in USA. For the people from USA, let me know from what city you are. But in the summer, we can see a kind of triangular tournament with Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus in USA. That would be beautiful. What is the link between these teams? There are still the three teams that are planning to do the Super League. That can be really beautiful. I'm curious to see that. We have Milan that has been invited as the fourth club in that mini tournament. Will they say no or yes? We will see. And then I finish with the last news, the one about Fiorentina. Fiorentina that is already thinking about the 2nd of March because they opened the sale of tickets for the game in Coppa Italia. Fiorentina versus Juve. Non è una partita come le altre. Tutti allo stadio. It is not a game like the other one. So Fiorentina, guys. Fiorentina, they have in their mind that their big rival is Juventus. Why? I have no idea, but it is what it is. So, guys, if you are in Firenze in these days, the 2nd of March, go for it. And then I wanted to finish the video. I don't know if he will be able to see it or not, but with my best wishes. Best wishes for my big friend that will probably be in that game, Fiorentina-Juve, with Paramount Plus. I'm speaking about Marco Messina. My friend, happy birthday, my friend. I wish you the best. I'm honored to know someone like you. Thank you for everything you do for Calcio, for Serie A, for Juventus. Thank you to be my friend. Happy birthday. And as always, Forza Juve.